3, 2, 1. Okay, we're on. Hey, everybody.
Opening night.
Opening night. Go ahead, Greggy.
Got the kids facing off against Maine. Loyola Gold, it was supposed to be. They had some injuries, so quick schedule change.
Here we go, guys.
And Green wins this face-off. Brings it into Maine's territory and a save by the goalie.
Okay.
Face-off to the goalie's left. Balloon trying to dig it out of there. Now that's a few. Ball, crosses it over to Gate. He keeps it in there. Over to Galoon, a shot, stick save.
I'm not doing shots, so hopefully they are.
Oh, there's a way to do that now?
There is, but we're not doing it. I'm getting confused because I was in the box for the last season.
That would actually be cool to have a shot counter on there.
There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. If you want, I'll figure it out. But listen, my life is Greg, are you asking to complicate my life? I mean, okay, here we go.
It's facing off to the right of the main goaltender and the near side here. Now that's out. Now Rubens takes a shot, ricocheted off of a defender's stick. Clearing attempt out. Finnemore lost a handle on it. Now Rubens brings it beyond his own net. Breakout attempt there to Petratus. Now Maine bringing it up center through the slot, wide. And now Rubens tried to get around the forward. Loose puck picked up by Petratus. Nice feed over to Vosper and a shot right on. Rebound comes all the way out. Now Rubens gathering in his own zone. Around the boards to, I believe that's Luke Vosper. Yes, it is. And a centering pass. Saved.
Good shot on goal.
Is that Roy too? And Fagel now pressuring. Shot. Goes wide. Near boards. Boswick around behind the main net. Far boards. Fagel with a nice check there, and Maine clears it. Boswick around the boards. Now number 3 on Maine. Centering it to number 28. And a nice save by Roydo there. Face off to the right of the Evanston net. Green takes that face off. Maine won it. And Ball with a nice feed up to Green through the neutral zone over the blue line. Tries to split the defense, taken away by number 29. Clearing attempt. Stopped up there by Efsithio, or no, actually that's
We got to learn the new numbers.
Gate. Green with a nice back pass behind the back to Galoon. And it ended up coming back out to center ice here. Maine dumping it in. Royto behind his own net, now to Green, bank pass. Clearing attempt, shot just wide. Long shot from the point by Maine, didn't get through. Gate up to Galoon. Through the neutral zone is Galoon, dumps it in. He's going to go for a line change. Now Maine in their own zone, regrouping. Out to center ice. Number 17, trying to get around Finnemore there. Long shot, poked away by Finnemore. Petratus gets it out of the zone. Now Durston on the far boards at center ice, ends up with it. Gave it back to Finnemore, dumped in. And now Maine coming back the other way. Rubens clears that back to center ice where Vosper's waiting. Nice bank pass to Tate Vosper. Brought it in close, looking for someone in the middle. Now gets it back. Tate Vosper to Fagel. Left, just to the near side of the net. Petratus!
Oh!
Great pass from Fagel to Petratus, and a nice shot saved by the goalie. And Boswick trying to find Petratus again there in front of the net. Good ideas there, but. And now an offsides on Maine. Shots in favor of Evanston, 4-3 here with 10:28 left in the first. Face-off goes behind the Evanston net here. Boswick to Fagel. Needs some help. Drops it back to Castro over the line. Behind the main net. And the clearing attempt picked off by Evanston and put up into the netting. That's Simpson that picked up the loose puck. Now we'll have a face-off at the far dot in the main zone. That's the few. We'll take this face off. And Maine ends up clearing it into the neutral zone, and now Green dumps it back in behind the main net. They regroup. And a clearing attempt. Comes out to the neutral zone. Ball over to Gate. Gate up to Galoon, couldn't connect, and that is not icing. But it was sent all the way back behind the main net where Galoon is looking for someone in the middle. Now Green. Bank pass over to Galoon. On the far boards in the corner. Maine trying to break it out. Picked off by Ball. Nice pass over to Green, back over the blue line. And he's trying to get around number 80. Near corner, Galoon. Cross ice pass to Ball. Nice check there and kept in by Gate. To Green at the far boards. Passes over to Esithio. Brings it back to the point where Luke Vosper was there. Now Luke Vosper behind the main net. Along the boards. Simpson was, or Finnemore that was. Gets a pass from Luke Vosper.
Ooh.
Shot from the circle. Goes just wide. Now Maine trying to get it out of their zone. We've been pretty good at keeping them from doing that. Now centering pass to Vosper. He was right on the doorstep. Looks like he got a shot on net at close range. Comes back out to center ice and now dumped back in to Maine's zone. Picked up by Vosper. Got around a guy. Centering pass to Petratus, who was in the right spot. Picked off by Maine. Finnemore keeps it in. Finnemore keeps it in again, sends it behind the Maine net. Centering pass comes all the way out, back out to Finnemore here at center ice. Gives it to Rubens, to Fagel. Now over the Maine blue line, shot and a save.
What's up? Good, how are you doing?
What's up, man? Castro. And now Maine trying to break out, and again stopped. Here's Corbett. Backhanding it into the Maine zone. Down the near boards now at the corner. And here's Boswick, near boards. Got out of the Maine zone. Now they bring it into the Evanston zone over the blue line. From the near circle, they can't quite get through, and a save by Roydo.
This is a weird song to play for a high school game. It's about a kid that kills himself in class.
Mm-hmm.
DJ whatever over there.
Yeah. Ball to Gate, now dumped in. Now ball behind his own net. To Galoon, to Green, setting up. They have a bank pass to Efsithio. Gives it back to Green. Cross-ice pass now. He got 3-on-3. Green centering.
Oh!
Gate was on the doorstep there. Efsithio sends it back in. Now behind the net is Green. Still looking. Taken away by Maine and sent into the Evanston zone. Ball is there. Brings it behind his own net. Gives it to Green. Quick pass over to Galoon. And he's bumped off of the puck. They'll go for a line change as it's dumped in behind the Maine net. Now Petratus behind the Maine net looking for someone in the middle. Got through and back out to center ice, and a pass, and a big save by Roydo.
Good save.
Point blank shot there on a breakaway. Now dumped into Evanston territory again. Rubens behind his own net, sends it over to Finnemore. Now Rubens has it again behind his own net. Skipped over Petratus' stick. On the breakout attempt there, and now here's Finnemore to Durston. That gets over to Vosper. He's got 2-on-1 if he hurries. Petratus at center ice.
Oh!
Petratus with the first goal of the season. Evanston goes up 1-0. You could call that a 2-on-1. A nice feed from Vosper.
First goal of the season. Where's Tommy? Where's Tommy Petritus? Tommy! That'll make him feel good.
You could kind of feel it with that line.
That line was doing it. They were working it.
Rubens from behind his own net out to Fagel. Castro trying to pick that up, and now that's taken away by Corbett here in the neutral zone. Corbett over the line. Nice way to get the momentum started here as Rubens keeps it in. Centering pass to Corbett. Gets around a couple guys. It's punched away by the Maine defender. Kept in by Rubin. Centering pass to Castro. Backhanded over into the corner. The near corner, that is, as Castro levels number 37. And that's around the boards where Rubens makes contact with a Maine player. And
oh, it hit someone on the bench. Okay.
.408 to go in the period. Shots tied up at 6. Cubs up on the Braves 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th, in case anybody's wondering. Face off, far dot, won by Maine, now picked up by Galoon, over to Green. Ooh. Centering pass to Esifio. Ends up in the near corner, and now Maine does get it out now. One-on-one breakaway to save by Roydo.
That's my family.
Face-off will be at the near dot here. Now ball behind his own net. And Green bringing that out over his own blue line. Maine picked that one off. They got a 3-on-2 and a shot at a save by Royto. See if I can get the game sheet up to see who got the official assists on that. Looked like it was only Tate, but we'll see. Galoon on the near board, sends it back. And now Ball fishes that one out, gave it to Esifio. We got a 3-on-2 here with Esifio, Gate, Galoon, and the shot goes off the boards behind the net. And brought in now by Maine. Looking for another breakaway and a shot, a blocker save there by Royto. Esifio got it pickpocketed and a shot at a save. Another nice save.
Whew.
IHSHA. Face off. Controlled by Evanston. And Royto shovels that over to Rubens behind his own net. Around the boards to Luke Vosper.
Come on, Benny.
And Finnemore over the blue line. Gives it to Petratus, centering pass. Just got through. No one got the stick on it though. Vosper at center ice. Rubens shot. Saved by the goalie. It did get through. Rubens took it from the high slot. Trying to get the I guess there's no game sheet on this.
Uh-oh.
And Royto covers that. 1:40 to go in the period. Face-off comes back to the blue line now. That's over to the left wing, and some good passing there by Maine. Stopped up by Corbett. Rink-wide pass to Fagel now, bringing it in. And over to the far corner. Fagel cross centering pass broken up there. Kept in by Simpson. Bank pass behind the net. Castro ends up with it right in front of the net. Shot! Just wide. And Maine brings it out. Number 7 on a breakaway. And it's glove save by Roydo. Face-off won by Green. Send it over to Efsithio. Centering pass, looking back for Green. And Maine ends up with that. They send it around the boards. Gate trying to keep that in. Maine trying to bring it into the Evanston zone. Ball is there. He sends it back over to Galoon here on the near boards. Over the blue line. Waiting for Green to come back out of the zone, but Maine picks up the loose puck, brings it through over the Evanston blue line, and stopped up there nicely by Galoon. Process pass over the blue line, back out to the high slot.
Penalty?
It did look a little like maybe hooking.
Something. It's a penalty. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was a hook. Ten seconds to go. Face-off will be at the far dot in front of the Evanston net. Efsithio going to take that face-off, and Maine wins it. 72 going to try to get the shot off, and he does. Through traffic, and a nice save by Roydo. 2 seconds to go. Green sends it the length of the ice. And there's your first period.
All right. We're going to mute. Want to mute?
Yeah. And Evanston going to lead off the second period here on the penalty kill. As Maine controls inside of the blue line, and a nice save by Royto. who's having an exceptional game here with 12 saves.
Yeah, we've kind of eased back on taking shots here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and yet it does seem like we're in control of the game, but the shots don't reflect that. Evanston has done a good job of not allowing Maine to break out of their own zone. But when they do, they get a flurry of shots. Oh, and that jumped over a couple guys and into the net. Maine scores on the power play to tie it up 1-1. Spoke too soon. I guess I shouldn't. That's kind of a jinx. I won't do that again.
Okay.
The thing you don't do is say shutout when it's getting close to the end of the game. You never say that. Now Evanston taking this face off, and Corbett with a long shot. Covered by the Maine goalie. Far dot, face off. 18 to number 3, breaking it out over their own blue line through the neutral zone. Now over the Evanston blue line. Broken up there by Petradis, and now they get it back to the slot, or the crease. Some close range shots. Fenimore behind his own net. Rink wide to Petradis over the blue line. Dropped a pass to Vosper. Gives it back to Petradis. Good shot, low. And a save by the goalie. Now cleared out, and that'll be icing. Face off at the near dot in the Maine zone, and won by Maine. Sent along the boards and then sent back behind their own net, number 80. Gave it out to the side, and now Evanston picks that back up. Simpson sends it back in over the Maine blue line. And now picked up by Durston. And he's right there with a backhand shot. Save. And sent back out to Simpson. Now over the Evanston blue line, and a shot saved by Roydo. Face-off at the near dot here to the right of the Evanston goalie, Royto. A long slap shot from 29 goes wide. 2 sending it back in there to Gate, now to Ball, sent it around the boards. 29 centering pass to 72, stolen by Galoon, gives it to Green. Green backhanding around number 29, sent it right to the middle there. And here's Essethieu trying to find some room. Long shot. Yeah, that shot last year, that was where he was making those. That is a dangerous shot from the high slot, usually from Alex. Nice save by the goalie in this case, and we will have a face-off at the far dot in front of the Maine goalie. Face off one clean there by Green, and Essethieu Sends it back to him behind the Maine net. And now cleared out. There's Gate keeping it in the neutral zone again. And Green sends it back to Efsithio. Ball behind his own net. Sent it over to Efsithio. Brings it over the Maine blue line and a shot. Scores! Got through.
Can you do this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. Score from Efsithio. Two-one Evanston. Now sent to the far boards. That's dumped in behind the Maine net. And sent all the way down to Roito, who tries to clear that out. Backhand. Rubens behind his own net. Roito and now Finnemore trying to shake off the forecheck here. Luke Vosper over the Maine blue line. Nice centering pass there to Petratus, right on net. And then a rebound goes off to the side there.
I'm on it. Thanks.
Yep. Maine controlling now, and Rubens at center ice. Getting away from the Maine forward there, sending it over to Finnemore, to Petratus, to Vosper. Dumped in. Evanston on a line change. And Boswick clearing attempt to Corbett. Sent back around the boards, and now Castro picks that one up. Gave it to Boswick. Maine sends it back out to the blue line. 80 on defense sends it in. Now picked up by Castro. Now at center ice, 61 brings it over the Evanston blue line. Couldn't get a shot off from the top of the circle there, and another save by Roito off of the blocker's side. Kept in by Maine. Couldn't get it through. Now here's Fagel, potential breakaway. He's going to stop that up as he's 1-on-2. Centering pass broken up there by number 2, sent out to Boswick, I believe. Now Castro behind the Maine net. And he did find Galoon there briefly, but now that's pickpocketed by number 3. And he sends it in. Roito behind his own net. Boswick trying to gain control of it. Now centering pass, trouble. Tic-tac-toe there from Maine, and they couldn't finish. Brought out to Green. Now he's in with a backhand, and the goalie will cover that with 8:48 to go. Shot 17-13 in favor of Maine now. Green, long shot over the net. Now ball sends it in around the boards to Green. Down to the corner. Now Green in at the near boards. Sends it down to Efsithio. At the goal line, a wide angle shot. Nice idea. Goes wide though, and now Gate controls in his own zone. Sends it up to Green at center ice. Over the main line. Along the boards is Efsithio. Now Galoon gave it back to Efsithio. Back out to the point where there's Gate. Sends it over to Ball. To Efsithio. Some nice work here and a long shot from Gate. Rebound picked up by Green and didn't get through. Maine offsides. Nice passing there by the Kits. Face off won by Maine and sent in to Evanston territory. Rubens fighting off a forechecker there, sending it over to Petratus. Nicely done there. Petratus pulled away. He carries it up through the neutral zone to Luke Tate-Vosper. Was able to dodge a hit there, tried to bring it around the boards. And chipped out by Maine and into the Evanston zone. And no icing there as Finnemore goes to get that one. Now Durston comes away with it, gives it to Petratus. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Petratus in, sends it back to Durston. Now to Rubens. He sent it down to Petratus. Backhand pass right in front there to Tate-Vosper and Finn, and now Tate-Vosper tried to get it out to Rubens, just overshot it by a little bit. Now Finnemore bringing it back up, sends it into the main zone. Luke Vosper behind the main net, sent it out to Castro, now dumped behind the main net, and they send it out to their captain. Came off of his stick, and Simpson ended up with it, tried to bank it over to Luke. And now Boswick sent it over to Fagel, to Castro, back to Simpson. Out to center ice, number 2, sends it in around the boards, and there's Roito with a nice corral there behind his own net. Simpson to Luke Vosper. Now 29 dumps it in. Roito gave it to Simpson, I believe. Sent it all the way down into Maine territory where 72 picks that up. Bank pass to his own guy. Picked off there by Castro. Do we know what that is?
Yeah, he put his leg out.
Penalty on Evanston again. Going against Castro, possibly tripping, slashing. Tripping. With 5:18 to go here in the second. Pretty good matchup here tonight. Opening night at Crown and opening night of the season. Game is not showing up on the website. So I'm not sure who got the assist on that Efsithio goal. But here he is again on a breakaway. And Galoon tried to find Efsithio again. Rink wide pass coming back the other way now is Maine, and a save by Roito.
Roito. I'm glad I know how to say it. Roito. It's a Nordic, Scandinavian/Nordic name. So
Yeah.
it's Roito. We gotta expand our understanding.
Maybe you're right on the pronunciation. Power play continuing here for Maine. 1:30 to go on that power play is number 3 at the blue line. Top of the high slot there. Nice passing and a nice save by Roito. And it's cleared by Galoon. Maine regrouping behind their own net now. Up over their own blue line, now over the Evanston blue line. And broken up there by Ball, but then kept in by number 3. And Maine's going to set it up again here again. Number 3 finding some space, gives it to number 2. Long shot, hit a skate. And then off the side of the net, now Ball trying to clear it out of there, and Roito covers. 41 to go on the power play, just under 4 minutes left in the period. Face-off controlled by Maine initially, and then in Evanston, and then now back to Maine. Top of the circle, bringing it in. 72 with a backhand, goes behind the Evanston net, sends it back behind around the corner, and then back behind the net. Finnemore battling there. Now Tate and Maine with a couple of close-range passes there at the near circle. And a nicely tripped up play there by Green. Some sneaky stick handling there, and a nice broke up that potential shot. Sent out to Tate, and now we're back at even strength. Tate over the line, shot. Comes almost in front of the net there where Castro was gonna be. Now Castro behind the main net. At close range, gave it to Tate. And that's banked back into the Evanston zone. And that'll be icing. Corbett to Castro. Out to Simpson. Now sent back into the main zone. Castro on the boards. Fagel sends it back in. To Corbett. Far boards, now Fagel. Now over the Evanston line and a shot. Saved by Roito. The rebound came in front and controlled by Simpson. Now sent back out to Maine where they're going to regroup in their own zone. Maine getting a little more organized, I think, and piling on some more shots here. 21-14. Face off at the far dot here in the main zone. Balloon takes this face off. It's sent back to Ball. A diving forward. He got around him. Shot just over the crossbar. Gate. Sent it rink wide to Galoon. Now he sends it around. Back to Gate. And to Efsithio, who was looking for Galoon there in the middle, broken up by Maine. Petratus stole it back, gave it to Efsithio along the blue line. Efsithio gets it back to Petratus, and Gate sends it. Alex Efsithio. And Alex sends it over to Petratus as we speak. Now Gate to the middle to Gunner. Had a shot opportunity there. Sent back behind the Evanston net for icing. Now the line's being mixed up a little bit now. We got the Vosper brothers out there with Green and Rubens and Finnemore. 2-on-1 possibility here with Maine. Finnemore ends up with that. Up to Tate. To Green. Green hangs on to it. Sent back down to Tate. Tate along the goal line. Wide angle shot opportunity there. Hits off the side of the net. And Maine clears it out into the Evanston zone. The wide angle shot there off the side of the net. And Green has some room. Bringing it through the neutral zone over the Maine blue line. And that'll be the end of your period.
Okay, we're going to go mute, right? Shout out to all the Indiana University players watching tonight. Love you guys. Miss you. are. So, okay, we're back. Sorry. We got fresh ice.
Wide, oh, and a post, and Evanston controlling this now, behind their own net. Here comes Gate. A little bit of confusion here with where the face-off's going to be.
What happened?
Vosper. Face-off controlled by Maine. Rubens clears it out over the main line. Banked to Vosper. Maine brings it in, 17. Now Petratus. In alone, gets through, and a shot, and it's sent to the side by the Maine goalie. And saved by Royto there at a point blank. Rubens to Corbett. Rubens up through his own slot to Durston. Gave it back to Fenimore. To Rubens. Center ice to Fagel. Over the line. Shot. Save by the Maine goalie. Castro to Fagel. Maine sends it out to Boswick. Sent it in. Boswick behind his own net. Sent it to Simpson. Oh, he gave it up. And Maine scores. 63. It's an unlucky bounce there. Tie game 2-2 here with 12 remaining. Seven. Sent it to the corner. Shot saved there by Royto, and he covers. Faceoff will be to the right of Royto in the Evanston zone. Maine controlling that faceoff. And Skating around is number 3. Got around everyone and just over the net. Now ball. Gate. Maine sending it over, broken up there by ball, and then number 7 got a stick on it. Now Esethio brings it out through the neutral zone over the blue line. Number 2 sending it over to number 3 for Maine. And Gate challenging. Now Petraeus sent it in. Over the blue line, through the neutral zone. Here's ball. Brings it into the Maine zone. Got around a guy, and now out to Luke. Sent it back down around the boards. There's ball on the far boards to the corner in front of the Maine bench. Vosper challenging number 63, got around, and a pass attempt was not on the stick of the other Maine forward as they control here in the neutral zone again. And ball was ducked under a guy there. Oh, now Rubin's challenging, and that ends up in the net. Number 9 on Maine. Looked like a quick backhand there. Sent in around the boards now. Here's Roito. Corralling it, and Castro now behind the net is Simpson. Back to Castro. Pass over to Corbett. In over the blue line of Maine, and Corbett on the far boards now. Now Finnemore sent it back into the Maine zone. Behind the net. Over to Corbett. Out of Finnemore. Back to Corbett. Shot and a glove save by Maine as Corbett took a long shot there from the top of the circle. 9:04 to go. Maine definitely came out hungry in this third period, and for sure, with them out shooting the way they are, the score is reflecting it exactly as it should. Now to our left here near circle, Green took the face off, centering attempt, turnaround shot there by Esethio. Green tried to stuff that in there, and it was covered up by your Maine goalie. Face off at the near dot, Green. And that's sent in by Maine now. Behind the net goes Galloon. Picked off by Green. He's going to take it up through the middle himself. 1-on-3, but Balloon. Casifio, now Green. Over the main line. Got around a guy's shot. Just over the crossbar. Maine coming through the Evanston zone, dumps it in around the boards, and Roito controls it. Left it there, 28, picked up the loose puck on Maine. And now Green has a 2-on-1, maybe a 3-on-1 if they hurry. And was that offsides? Must have been. I didn't see an offsides.
That hurts.
Did you see offsides? I didn't even see that. Casper through the neutral zone. He has Durston. Was taken down. Are we going to get a penalty for that? No. Ball. Oh, almost got through there. Shot from the blue line there from Ball. Now Durston behind the main net. And this will be a penalty on Maine. Evanston going on their first power play of the night. Comes at a good time here with 6:58 to go. First look at the Evanston power play. We got Petratus with Galoon, Green, Gate, and Efsithio. And now that goes back to Efsithio. And I think it hit a player on the bench. So that'll be a face-off at the far dot here in front of the main goalie. Efsithio sends it back around. Gate over to Efsithio. Shot. Oh, Galoon was right there. Saved by the goalie. And Galoon in there close at the net. Comes over to the corner. Sent back to Gate. From the blue line, now to Galoon. To Petratus. And that gets cleared out, but then Gate gets the puck back to Efsithio. Through the neutral zone over their main line, he's in. Trying to weave through a couple players. Petratus picks up the loose puck. That is kept. Diving play there by Efsithio to keep that in. And now Green on the far boards in front of the main bench. He's taken down. Is that a penalty? No call. And they'll continue. Now they're going to call it. And I believe Evanston will be going on a two-man advantage here, as they seem to have been kicking Green while he was on the ice. And it will be 5-on-3. 5:37 to go. Golden opportunity here for the Kits to tie this game. Afsithio was looking for Galoon. Green picks that up from the dot shot. Up into the netting off of the pads of the Maine player. Fagel takes this face off now. Galoon back to Afsithio. Long shot off the pads, rebound. What happened? Was that another save off the rebound? Had an open net and a slap shot one-timer there from Galoon. Afsithio to Galoon on there. One-timer play there. And Alex back over to Galoon. They play catch back over to Alex. To Green. Looking for an opening. Takes it around. From the top of the circle, had Fagel there, and now that's out. Back to a 5-on-4 now with a minute to go on this power play. And Afsithio bringing it out. Stopped up there by Maine, sent it back in. Here's Rubens. 50 left on the power play, 4:25. He sends it back. It's 4:25 in the game. Sends it back to Green. Green carrying it over the Maine blue line. Goes to the backhand, stops it back up, and is looking for cross-ice pass to Rubens. Backdoor and couldn't get a handle on it. Rubens back to Tate. Shot Fagel off of the defender's pad. Now right in front of the net. Now here's Green behind the net. 17 to go on the power play. Green sends it back to Castro. Actually picks up his own loose puck there. Gave it to Tate. 4 seconds to go on the power play. Now Green. Oh, a little too hot to handle there on the pass, but he had Fagel. And now, is that on Maine again? Maine is trying to give us this game here. Looks like too many men on the ice. There will be another power play, a fresh power play here, just after the last one ended.
Hometown refs.
3:33 to go.
Tree. Isn't that what they say?
Tree in the churd, 3-2. Will be number 9 in the box. And that is cleared out by Maine. Maine player goes in the boards hard. He's back up though as Afsithio carries it up through the neutral zone and over the Maine line. Afsithio along the Evanston bench. And now Evanston's going to get called. Rubens picking up this faceoff, gave it to Corbett. Green got around the guy, now behind the Maine net. Ball. Sent it over to Rubens. Flipped it up to Green, now Corbett takes it into the far corner here to our left, or the near corner that is, and he's behind the Maine net. And that's flipped up into the neutral zone. Number 72 brings it in. Now ball through the neutral zone, sends it in. Balloon with an opportunity here. He's got Tate in the middle. And a save by the goalie. Fenimore gives it to Tate. Over the main blue line now. Roito going to the bench. Empty net. Galloon with the shot. Save. And a long shot almost goes into the empty net there. 57 seconds to go in the game now. 6 left on the power play. Evanston is about to get to 6-on-5 here with the extra man advantage with the goalie pulled here in a minute. Castro taking the face off here on the near dot. Now Maine with a long clearing attempt. Maybe a shot on goal there for Fenimore. Sends it up to Castro. Gotta make something happen here. Asithio in his own zone, brings it up through the middle. And offsides. Green. Trying to get this off the boards here. 10 seconds left and Maine freezing it on the boards. And they are going to run the clock out. And we're off to a 3-2 loss for Evanston, unfortunately. Well, thank you for joining us on opening night here. Not the result we hoped for, but good effort.
We'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, back here.